A little crazy case that's going on right now. Have you been following this?
No, I was
Heck
about to
no.
say I'll let you speak on this one.
Okay, so judge has declared YNW Melly's murder case a mistrial after the jury is unable to make a unanimous decision.
They
So
probably got tired of this case. This case been going on for
yeah, and I think this is what
ever.
happened because so
Why his teeth so big?
yeah, you got them buzz down rolly avalanches in his teeth, but with a jury, there has to be a unanimous decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like if it's jury is 12. Jury is 12. I want to say so. Like if 11 people are for you guilty, one person say not guilty, it'll be a mistrial. You get me?
Right.
Like everybody got to be unanimous all the way across the board. So the case was going kind of up and down, but it started being really in favor of YNW Melly throughout the whole thing. You know what I mean? Because they brought
in. What was
in.
this case about?
Okay, the whole case is crazy.
Okay, I don't know the whole,
but
like
basically, Melly. It was Melly. I forgot the other dude name who was a driver, and two of Melly other homies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think his name was Sack Chaser and Juvie. Ended up dead, but it's only 4 people in the car. 2 of them dead. One was a driver. Melly was the other. Melly was actually it was a driver. Melly was behind the driver.
They got in an accident or something?
No, it was a shooting.
Oh.
Melly was behind the driver. Then Sack Chaser and Juvie was on the other side. Boom, those 2 ended up dead.
But the shooting was on Melly's side or something?
Okay, here's the crazier part, right? So they ended up dead, right? They got video showing Melly and all them leaving the studio, going into the car and everything else, right? Boom. Now, they got phone evidence, like from the ping or whatever, because the thing tracked you, whatever. They got evidence that the car had pulled off on the side of the freeway, right? Stopped on the side of the freeway, boom. And this is supposedly where the shooting, supposedly had taken place, right? So I guess from the ballistics, what the ballistics are like, when they show like what the bullets did or whatever could have happened, right? So they're saying that whoever was in the back seat is the one that shot, boom, then shot the other one, boom, right? Melly was the one in the back seat from the video footage of what we seen from him leaving the studio. And he had a bag with him that they say looked a little heavy, like it could have been a pistol in there, right? Okay, boom. So, and then the other part, this is another key part, it was gun shell bullets inside the car, right? So all that happened, right? Boom. So let's just say, this is just, for play, right? So let's just say, boom, let's just say you got shot in the car, right? Let's say whoever was in that back seat shot him, boom, boom. If it's how Bertha, the Glock, whatever, the bullet shells fly, so they're going to be inside your car, right? So they're saying, boom, they got it. Let's just say, this is what they've just been saying. Somebody got out. Let's just say, boom, we shot them, right? They're already dead. They got out. Then shot outside the car, boom, 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 make it look like a drive-by shooting. But they're doing this all on the side of the freeway. Boom, they get back in the car. Boom, drive them to the hospital. Tell everybody there was a shooting or whatever. Or actually, Melly wasn't in the car no more. Right? Melly, I want to say Melly wasn't at the hospital, but the driver was. So they got little Snapchats of Melly basically trying to get a ride from wherever he's at right now. He's talking about, I'm out here, like I need somebody to come get me. Whatever. I think he told like his mom and his girl at the time, whatever, to come get me. And then that's when they were saying, I don't know if you remember what I was telling you, they were saying like Fredo Bang, he ended up hitting up Fredo Bang, and I was telling Fredo Bang to come pick him up too. Yeah. So let's just say if it was during that incident, you know what I mean? That's what they were saying, that they wanted to talk to Fredo too. But I guess, they kind of dropped the whole little Fredo thing, right? So, his homie basically take his other 2 dead homies to the hospital, right? So then they do the whole little hospital thing. They asking him what happened and everything like that. But they checked his homie for, because because it was a murder case, whatever. Once he ended up being a suspect or whatever had happened, they checked it, no, gun residue or whatever. But Melly, I don't think Melly ever, he never was, like they never swapped him for gun residue until I guess way later, or I think maybe they just never did it, days later. So eventually they ended up backtracking, and the story somewhat didn't add up, right? Because they were saying, okay, well, if it was a drive-by shooting, why is it bullets, casings in the car, And then supposedly too, once they end up getting like the search warrant for their phones and seeing that they were in this area on the freeway that they stopped, they end up going over there and finding bullet, shell casings. Because I guess they told them that they ended up getting shot on, like, let's just say they said they got shot on our street, right? So the police go ask the neighbors, like, did you guys hear any gunshots, stuff like that? Everybody like, nah, like, we didn't know it was a shooting. Like, so nobody knows that it was even a shooting from where y'all was said y'all was. And I think that the phone, the little tracking or whatever on the phone, like, never showed them being even over there. But it showed them stopping right here with bullet shells right here, too. So it's a lot of little weird stuff. But the other little thing is, they can't find a murder weapon. They can't find no gun. They can't find nothing to connect it to Melly. That's why it's just so crazy, like, you know what I mean? And then the judge even, I don't know, I forgot what I was saying with that. I kind of lost my track of thought. But it's just so, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Because it's like it's like you need to really convict somebody, everything has to be on point. You know what I mean?
You gotta have everything connected,
especially
like
in
the place, the weapon.
Yeah, we need
area,
to, like,
the time.
No doubt, it has to be a unanimous, and the jurors, again, they got to make a unanimous decision. So if one person's like, well, if we're just looking at the, like, facts, we can't say that he's the one that shot the gun. You know what I mean? Because we don't know. We don't have a murder weapon. We don't have no fingerprints or nothing saying that he did do it. And I think it's kind of like, I don't know, it's all over the place, man. And mind you, he's been in jail for like 4 years already.
Doing this for this trial?
Yeah, for this trial. Yeah, he's been down for a long time. But again, they can't find no real evidence to say that this is him.
And this was his smile that on the day that.
Yeah, but he got songs, and this is the other crazy thing too.
No, he can't wait.
Like, you gotta think, he got songs called like "Murder on My Mind." You know what I mean? He got a song where he talk about like 2 people dead. So it's like, is it him? Like, is it not him? Like, then the crazy thing is, his last name is Demon. So it's like, what the heck is going on, man? I like Melly music, though. But it's just like, man, when you just look at everything, again, it's like, in the court of law, everything got to be correct.
Gotta make sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can't be no conspiracy like a RICO charge where we could kind of make it make sense. Like, and as long as we could piece it together and just be abstract with it, then it's cool. But, like, when it's a murder case or something like this, all your ducks gotta be in a row. And right now, this stuff is like this. You know what I mean? And then to get that unanimous decision in this case is a hard thing to do. But so I guess since it's a mistrial, they're gonna start the whole little trial process all over. And this has already been like a 3-week process, like 3-4 weeks. Just imagine going to court every other day, and they bringing in witnesses and everything else, and they brought in a